To this day, every Apple computer includes a tiny little fuck you directed at the Beatles. Okay, so in 1968, the Beatles founded a company called Apple Corps to serve as the band's parent corporation and record label. Then in 1976, Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne founded the Apple Computer Company. And by 1978, they were being sued by the Beatles' Apple Corps over the trademarks to the name Apple. The two companies settled that first lawsuit, with Apple Computers paying $80,000 to the Beatles, and they mutually agreed Apple Computers wouldn't make music, and Apple Corps wouldn't make computers. But then in 1986, Apple Computers added MIDI tech and audio recording capabilities to its computers, and so Apple Corps sued them again. This lawsuit would stretch on until 1991. And during that time, Apple Computers was developing its System 7 operating system, which included for the first time the Sound Manager and this sound effect. Let's hear that one more time. Its sound designer, Jim Reeks, wanted to call it Chime, but Apple Computer's legal department was being really cautious about not angering the Beatles further. So it told Jim Reeks the sound could not be called anything even remotely musical. So he came up with an alternative. He wanted to call the sound effect Let It Beep. His coworkers thought that was funny, but he didn't think he would get away with it. So instead, he named the sound Sosumi. S-O-S-U-M-I. A not so subtle way of saying so sue me. Here's what Reeks told Boing Boing in 2005 after he titled the sound Sosumi. He, quote, asked his boss to return the message to legal, but to not use voicemail since she'd have to pronounce it, and instead send an email with some story about it being Japanese and not meaning anything musical. That worked. The sound got the name Sosumi, and it stayed that way until 2020, when Apple changed it to Sonumi to mark a new operating system. But the file itself, inside your computer's folders, is still called sosumi.aiff, a very subtle dig at the Beatles.